my name is Iam Babayam. Who me? Normally I'm a fucking goth.
Starving Artist Podcast, you already know what it is. How is it going?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Probably not. How are we doing?
Doing okay. I've been very busy lately.
Yeah.
As I have already ranted to you about, so let's not all of our grievances just yet.
I feel like band stuff has taken a back seat recently, although we have been working on great new tunes.
Yeah, working on the best stuff that we've ever worked on when we have the opportunity to work on it, which is fucking never.
Yeah. and also heavy for you guys because you aren't going to get to hear even a slight teaser of it until at least some of the songs are finished.
Yeah, because we've made that mistake before. It's a drastic consequence.
Yeah, made that mistake many a time.
Yeah.
Although, actually, good news for some ears, right? So, recap, about 3 years ago, 4 years ago now, maybe even coming up on, we posted a clip on TikTok that went huge.
Oh, yeah.
1.5 million views.
Ooh.
And everyone was like, where's this song? When can we hear this song? When are you going to release the song? And to our great, strong-willed artistic integrity, we were like,
never, fuck you.
We don't like this song, so it's never coming out. We're not just going to put it out for the sake of likes and comments and streams and money and fame. No. Why do we want that? Fuck them, I say. If the song ain't good enough...
I never wanted none of that anyway. I was in it for love.
If the song ain't good enough, fuck them. That's what I say. But that song is now gonna come out, right?
Not now.
Not like right
gonna
now.
Come out. But we've accepted the fact that we might open that file and work on it again.
No. Oh, wait, are we talking about different songs?
I think so.
Because this has happened more than... No, not that song. That song might come out one day. I'm talking about Fruit.
Oh, yeah, I forgot that one was popping.
Yeah. So that's going to be on the deluxe edition.
I'm in so much pain.
Oh, what's up? Oh, the gallstones. Sean's got gallstones. Is that a recent development since the last time we did this?
It was happening, but I didn't mention it on the pod.
Right, okay.
Because I was being brave.
Sean's probably got gallstones, but the NHS is being very slow about it.
Oh, so slow.
But never mind any of that. Fuck your health. Fuck your health.
Fuck all that. It never happened.
Yeah, so Fruit is going to come out on the deluxe edition of the collection.
That's actually what happened. I heard the word fruit and I went, oh. Get it away from me.
I eat only gummies. Which, when's the deluxe version of the collection coming out, right? This is a point of contention, really, because... in theory, what should happen is it should come out at the end of the re-releases. So we've been re-releasing all of our older shit onto Spotify. So that's the Never Was EP's just come out. Jaded and You and I lovers will be pleased to know.
Yeah. We're also thinking of putting the old versions of them up as a single as well, are we not, to get the artworks back on there?
Yeah, just because we like the artwork, you know what I mean? I think Jaded definitely.
Yeah, there's about 50 versions of Touch the Sky on Kanye's fucking Spotify.
Well, but
so
also it'll be the same version of the song.
Yeah, it'll be exactly the fucking same.
But you know, Tyler the Creator used to do that with physical artworks, you know what I mean? Or he'd like release different ones that just had different physical artworks. But we live in a digital world.
Fun with it. We're in our uncle era where we do whatever we want.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I'm your uncle, get used to it.
Yeah, and you best know we get away with it.
I'm the uncle who gets away with everything.
that clip will age terribly if one of us commits some sort of crime and doesn't get away with it.
Oh no, I got uncleified.
But you know, we're nice lads. We're not commit no crime.
We're not gonna uncle no one.
So really, the Never Was EP's just come out like the other week. Midnight Drive-In's coming out on the 1st of April. Can you believe it's almost April? Oh,
can you believe Midnight Drive-In's coming out again? Do you know what? Do you know what it feels like? You won't get this reference, but someone out there will. It's like Skyrim, how like every couple of years they was like, go ahead, here's the Here's the Wii U version now. Here's the anniversary edition.
Right, yeah.
Here's the special edition. You know what I mean?
We're Taylor Swift in that shit. You know
Yeah,
what I
we're
mean?
tailing the Swift. We're
Tailing the
tailing that Swift.
I'm always tailing the Swift.
Yeah, I tailor the Swift every week, every day.
So, Midnight
Hour by
Driving's
hour
coming
Taylor
out again. Can you what?
Hour by hour, Taylor Swift.
Oh, I thought you said I won't lie. I love Taylor Swift. Me.
Yeah, bro. That's me all over.
Right, so let me finish this point.
Yeah.
So Midnight Driving's coming out again. Can you believe it? OG fans, like, they waited for it once, and now they're waiting for it again.
Yeah.
That's a lie. Nobody waited for it ever. Maybe, probably more people are waiting for it now than they were then, because they've already heard it and they want it back.
Yeah, like, at least I'm excited.
Yeah, and friends of ours are very much excited as well. I sent you that video, didn't I? I was playing an acoustic gig and our friend's sister was holding up a sign being like, play 2 a.m.
And now she can play it at home, live on Alexa. Except probably not, because Alexa doesn't play my shit. It doesn't play our shit when I call it out.
It's played our shit in the past. It'll play Lonely Animals. I know that.
When I like, you know, hit on my phone and I go, I'll play through Alexa, it'll do it, no problem. But if I go like, Alexa, play Dental Floss by Strangers, it'll be like, what you fucking saying? I don't know that one.
Maybe that's just your accent, though. Have I ever told you that when I edit the clips for these, right? So when you edit the clips, I edit it, and then the transcribing of it for like TikTok and whatever on Adobe Premiere is like, you just hit transcribe sequence and it gives you what it thinks you're saying, right? Understands me most of the time. You and Jack, when I used to do the podcast with Jack, not a fucking clue.
Lad, it's because I am the one who is chosen to rise up against the machines.
That is, okay, right, yeah. So you can go undetected by the AIs.
Yeah, that's why bad things keep on happening to me. It's training put in place by time travelers.
That would make a lot of sense.
To save the world.
Either way, it makes my life a fucking pain because I have to go back and manually transcribe the shit that you say.
Small price to pay for fucking human freedom.
For the crack. So, after Midnight Driving, we've got the demo tape EP, originally out in 2018. Coming back with a bonus track on it. The first song we ever recorded together. If you know, you know. And if you do know, I apologise. So theoretically,
well, it's one of two, but there's one that will remain underground forever and ever and ever. But I'd like to have said that on a podcast that's going to get fuck all views. It's not like this will be the one that's going to pop off, but if they all do pop off one day, it's going to take some fucking fan to have gone this far into the discography to find out that actually there was another one as well, but you'll never see that. It's like King Minos's ugly little fucking horned son.
I literally don't think it's anywhere, right? Because even when we took all the stuff off Spotify, like, there's things that have been available on like SoundCloud things or Bandcamp things. I'm pretty sure it isn't even on Bandcamp.
Of our media
that's only in physical copy.
That exists, but only in physical copy.
It's not even on like any of our computers or hard drives. It's literally on that disc over there.
There's a few of them out in the world that we've sold to like bald guys. Who will have left it in the car and then got the car scrapped. You know what I
mean? and that's how it was meant to go.
Yeah. We've got a B-side that got part X'd.
Yeah. So, lead into the fact that the collection bonus, what we call it, the collection deluxe edition, a bonus extended edition, the election, we should call it that, the election collection,
the erection,
should come out the month after. So what's that? April, May, June.
Yeah,
should come out.
Happy birthday
on the 1st of happy birthday to Sean. It would be, But for that to happen,
can't mention that month without me remembering my birthday.
For that to happen, and you're going to be 24. Can you believe?
Yeah, I'm going to be 21 again. Oh my god.
I stand by the fact that because of like world events and stuff, we're younger than we are. You know what I mean?
I think it's aged me terribly.
No, but I mean, like, technically, we should be. You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like I'm about 40.
It's aged me. It's taken its toll, but at the same time, like, we lost like 2 years. So really, I'm only 24.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But so the release of the collection bonus edition. What's it called? The collection. The collection deluxe edition.
I think I'm 1 year old.
I think I'm a brain tumor, man. The collection deluxe edition. It's too many words as well. Like, it all just sounds like the collection deluxe edition.
Don't look to me for out loud. I'm one.
Is stop leaning back on the computer, bro. Should come out on June the 1st, right? But that relies on several elements falling into place. One, we have to have finished the bonus tracks on it.
And I hate when we're in that position because it makes us not want to work on it.
Maybe we should specifically put time. And you wanted me to take the words from our other tracks. So if we sit down and go through that and make sure it's sound, and then we can
do that
record
after this.
Yeah, we can do a bit after this.
Until about like 8.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah,
just because I've got a whole key situation.
Right, okay. I can't believe you've lived there for like almost a year, if not more, and you've still not got 2 keys.
These Vipers are trying to charge us.
Why? How much is a new key?
Like,
is it because it's a
extra
fob?
Rent?
Is it a fob?
I shouldn't really be saying.
Why? No one's gonna find where you live.
Well, so the crack is that we share a key, because if we got another key, then I'd be on the rental thing as well, and that'd be an extra like £200 a month for a fucking key,
mate.
When I can just like stay out the house for an hour.
Mate, that's fucked up that they charge you more if there's another person living there, even though it's the same space that you live in. Yeah, mate.
But whatever, I've not said who this company is, and I've not said where I am. I live at home.
Yeah, he does. He lives with his mum. The fucking sad sack.
I live with my mum.
Is that what you call her?
Yeah.
So we need to finish that song. We'll probably work on it after this a little bit, actually. And to be honest, if we do work on it after this, we can release clips of that sooner rather than later, because if it's gonna come out, we can. But
I'm gonna post something.
So Fruit will be on it, which is the forgotten song that everybody fucking loved 16 bars of. This other song that we need to finish will be on it, and I want to do a Dental Floss remix, but that's more of a me thing, I think.
Yeah, it's up to you. And also, we're thinking about maybe opening the project file for that one that you keep on harassing us in the DMs about. Calm down, people.
Yeah, but that might be for something. That might be for the next record.
Yeah, it won't be on this collection or nothing. It won't be on this extra special collection.
Yeah. We did also say that we were gonna go into the collection, like, songs already and do, like, added sections and weird, like, take bits from the demos and extend the intros and outros. But to be honest, that's all dependent on if we get time.
I'd like to do that.
It would be cool. Yeah. Because there's one or two bits that already have bits that we, like, chopped off that we can put back on. Because
this is an extra special collection.
Exactly. Maybe that's what we should call it. The extra special collection. Break the mold. Break the meta, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's all happening. That's all in motion.
The collection of many songs.
Other than that, like, someone asked me today, actually, like, oh, how's the Strangers shit going? And I was just like, yeah, crack, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's just for the crack is how it's going at the minute. You know, like, we meet up when we can and we get it done, because your boy's in his 3rd year of uni, getting his arse handed to him. But we won't go into it. And I'm trying to
just see the way they treat men's mental health in this country.
We've been into it personally.
Get over it.
We've talked about his qualms with this situation. We just don't need to
I don't
do it
need
again.
to litigate none of this in public.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm out here trying to make music be a thing. You know what I mean? Doing these gigs and such. But I feel like we got a good plan for the new stuff.
Have you had any gigs recently other than the one at the pub?
Yes, I have. So last weekend, just gone.
Nice.
I was in. These are the ones with the band, which I like. Even though it's kind of like a bit of a goofy, gimmicky, fun
here
band.
I am in a purple blazer playing.
But well, the good thing is we don't have to wear the the outfits for like the public gigs. You know what I mean? That's just
nice.
if we do like weddings or whatever. But
Do you want to know how I got this yoke?
so I'll insert a picture of me in that suit in here, so you know what I'm going on about. But yeah. So I actually, to be honest, like. I just prefer working with other people. Like when I gig by myself, it's fucking boring. You know what I mean? And also, it's more pressure. Like I have to do everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have to go myself. I have to set all the PA up myself. I have to do my own sound. I have to then make sure I'm good for the whole gig. And then afterwards, you come off and you can't really talk to anyone about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sucks not being in a band. So I prefer doing the band stuff. So I did one in Liverpool on Saturday, which, to be fair, like we went in and it was kind of like a restaurant-y type of vibe. I was like, oh, this is going to be a bit deaders. But it fucking went off. You know, people were getting up.
Oh, they're killing.
Full dance floor.
Love that.
You know, yeah. And, and then I did a wedding fair on Sunday. You know, where like people go around and book people for weddings.
A wedding, like a job fair for weddings. Like loads of people stood
Like-
there with little stalls being like, wedding with us. And then
Yeah,
this married
yeah,
couples
but
running
essentially,
around
yeah,
going,
yeah.
wedding with you, wedding
Yeah,
with you.
well, sort of, yeah, because like
I'm auctioning
It's
this
like-
wedding for
you got people who make
£2. And
people who make-
£2.
people who make like dresses, people who make suits, entertainment. There was a magician there. You know,
Nice.
we were there trying to get bookings. I guess. It's a bit weird for me doing those because I'm only like a.
Oh, is it like an industry networking day for wedding adjacent, like...
Well, no, like people who are getting
Firms.
married come to the event to book the people to do their weddings, you know, like do the hair and the makeup and to get the dresses and the entertainment and stuff like that. But it's a bit weird for me because obviously I'm not like full time in that band, so there's a good chance that I'll do the wedding fair like that. They'll get the bookings from it, and I won't play that wedding, so I thus get no money out of it in the long game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Apart from the slight bit of money that they give me to do the wedding fair, which is not usual gig rate money. It's just like, yeah, help us out, have a bit of this money.
Yeah, I suppose it's for the brand as well, isn't it? If the brand does well, then the brand
everyone
will,
involved in the
eventually
brand
you'll
does
get
well.
a job as a result of
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
if all
exactly.
goes to plan.
I did see a lady at the wedding fair that was wearing a jumper that on the back said something along the lines of "searching for my special man," and I thought,
A
have you-
wedding fair is not the place
well,
to do
well,
that.
I did
Any
think-
man in here is going to be...
I just thought, have you misunderstood what a wedding fair is? Like, do you think
Yeah,
you're
she thinks
you're
she's
in the
gonna get
market
arranged
for
marriage,
yeah,
like,
yeah, you're in the
yeah.
market for a groom. There's gonna be stalls with all these grooms there, being like, you know, I make 45 grand a year. I've got my own house in Bootle.
Like the idea of some like prospector pulling on like proper new build fella like men being like, now we got a fine specimen here.
yeah. Lot number 34. We've like they're like auctioning pigs or something. But yeah, so that's what's been going on, and nothing too crazy. This weekend, I am witnessed acoustic gig tomorrow night. Liverpool acoustic gig Saturday night.
Ooh.
Saturday daytime.
What bar?
What?
What bar?
What in Liverpool?
Yeah.
Beer Keller.
Ooh, gets busy there. Is it a Friday tomorrow?
Yeah, but the Friday's at the Griffin.
Oh, so it's Saturday.
It's a Saturday.
Ooh,
But
what time?
7 till 9. So that's like not a bad time. Not a bad time. Not a bad time.
Right.
But what was I gonna say then? Oh, Saturday daytime. This might help us actually. Abby's mum sent me an email and was like, "Oh, you should check this out." And they've got some like a music industry type conference for people, not for like music industry types, for like people who want to be in music, on at the Philharmonic. So I'm gonna go to that. I did think about asking you, but you work Saturdays, don't you? Generally.
Yeah, work weekend.
Yeah, well, there you go. So, but so that could be interesting. Oh, should I check that email by the way? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know if this is something we can necessarily discuss on the
Yeah,
pod.
by the way, we had an email. It was really interesting. So,
Yeah, but I don't think they've.
by the by.
Don't think they've got back to
Bygones,
us. No, they've not got back to us. So,
Boom.
boo. Oh well, we'll see how that goes.
All right, we'll be.
Lad, who
fine.
uses Deezer? Anyone actually stream via Deezer? Like,
It's nice.
It also takes longer for your shit to go live. Like, that EP came out like a week ago everywhere else, and now it's like never was. It's live on Deezer.
Yeah, because
Like,
it's a fucking money laundering corporation, bro.
Great.
I don't know that to be true. I don't even think it probably is.
I'm really-
Don't get me, please don't get me. I don't fucking mean it. I never said that. Go on.
I'm really glad it's live on Deezer. I wouldn't have been
Yeah,
able
me
to sleep
too.
knowing that our music wasn't available to Deezer
Well, you
users.
can't miss that Deezer pop off that's
Exactly.
going to happen.
But to be fair, if we did do well on Deezer, we'd probably get more money than doing well on Spotify.
Well, yeah, because you got to reward that if you Deezer. Oh my god, you got people on the app. Holy shit.
Yeah. I should check out our earnings actually, because I haven't withdrawn any money from that in a good while.
Oh yeah, we might have made like.
We might have
20
made it.
quid, maybe.
Yeah. Go stream our stuff so we can buy like a sandwich or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Should we? I'm just looking at because we've got no set topic this week, really. I think.
Yeah, can you tell? We're
think-
floundering.
No,
we're floundering.
we're just chilling.
We've not
man.
had any dead air. We've been doing
No,
well.
we've not had any dead air. We're also gonna start doing bonus pods where we just set the camera up in the corner of the room and chat shite, because normally like when we come in to do a session, the first like half an hour is unproductive musically.
Yeah. It's conversations that are extended from the conversation started in the car. We go, how are you? What have you been up to? And then by the time we get here, we're talking about all sorts of other shit. So
Yeah, I mean, so
we can have that.
we had that list, didn't we, where I was giving you topics. I think the only thing on it that we didn't really touch on too much is the fact that, like, I mean, we mentioned it a bit in the episode where we were going on about, I don't know, something about TikTok. We're always going on about TikTok. Something about how everyone's so media illiterate at the minute. But did we cover that a bit?
Media illiterate.
Yeah, like, I feel like no one can grasp context. So, like, I'm quite happy, I've only realised this recently, that I'm quite good at understanding things that I see on the internet, in films. Like, never... Have you ever been watching a film with, like, a partner or, like, a parent? Parents do it particularly, where they're like, so hang on, what's going on here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never once been like, oh, who's that? I don't understand why they're doing this. What's the motivation behind that? Because you've
got a fucking point.
You
Set me off. Here we go.
Unless it's like a terrible film, even if it's a kind of bad film, I can justify
It
in my
happens
head,
a lot with new
that guy's
characters
doing
walking
that
in.
because this. You know what I mean?
Like, it happens, I think, a lot when characters are being introduced. Everyone goes, wait, hold on, who the fuck's this? It's like, they're introducing the guy right now.
Yeah.
We're in the first 15 minutes of the film. It shouldn't come as a surprise that they're introducing new characters. Because the thing is that films do have a bit of a fucking formula.
Yeah.
And as soon as you become aware of what that formula is, you go, no, this is just... shut up, it's just the rejection of the call. Why is he... You know what I mean?
Fucking stop leaning back on that, man.
Have better chairs, bro.
Let's just stop leaning back on it.
Just simply don't relax.
Well, I'm not leaning back, because if I lean too far back, I'll hit that.
Yeah.
And also, our heads become like tiny dots in the middle of the screen.
But like, you know, like if something happens where it's like, oh, why is he saying no to this now? It's like, because he has to for there to be any stakes. Or,
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Why has he made that decision? So that there's a story. Like,
Yeah,
you know
and
what
I'm
I mean?
also quite
Like,
good at like suspending my disbelief in those aspects. You know, like I
Yeah, that would never happen. That's why it's a film.
Yeah, exactly. Like
That's why it's not a
the point. That's why it's
documentary.
not happened. Yeah. Like there's this TV show called Bones, right? And it's like
Bones.
It's like a crime investigation drama show, right?
Yeah.
So, and like me and my mum used to watch it when I was younger, which looking back at it now is kind of alarming because there's some like gruesome shit in there.
Yeah.
But like I've been watching it again a bit more recently, and like sometimes we'll watch it like if we're like all eating together, we'll like put this show on or whatever. And me and my mum like it, and I understand that it's also kind of just like a bit of a goofy fucking TV show or whatever.
Yeah.
And my dad sits there being like, oh, this is ridiculous though. This wouldn't happen. Oh, why is he doing that? That doesn't make any sense. It's like, yeah, but because you have to view the piece within the context of the world that it exists, right?
Yeah.
One, also the position in which it exists in our world. So one, it's not meant to be taken that seriously. It's like kind of a humorous drama, like crime show. And also in the context of the world that it exists in, these kind of ridiculous things happen because they happen all the time. Otherwise, the show wouldn't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they happen just to move the plot along. But that's not always a bad thing because that's what makes the show.
Yeah, like, do you know, I get this a lot with, you know how much I like wrestling. It's my favourite, like,
Right.
bit of telly on the telly. And not because I think it's a sport, because I know that it's not. It's like an art form. It's
It's entertainment.
Yeah, it's like sports entertainment. It's, you know what I mean? It's like, and there's a lot of that, like, oh, well, it's not real, but it is fake, therefore dumb, you know what I mean? And, like, you know, I don't really see that with anything.
Most
like,
of what you watch isn't real.
Yeah, like, there's always going to be some bullshit involved in whatever you're watching, like, including, like, fucking, you know, the news.
Yeah.
To an
And
extent.
also,
it's, like, it's all just a big fugazi anyway.
nobody's
so
watching the wrestling thinking it's real. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
if you're watching it, you know.
Thick.
Yeah, if you're watching it, you know what you're watching, right? You're part of the thing. Like,
exactly.
You're in on. Again, it's the context, right? You're in on the context of, okay, I'm sitting down to watch this. I know what it is.
Yeah, it's like, you know, it's the same with, like, TV shows as it is with, like, in terms of, you know, if you're watching, like, a horror thing and people are going, oh, but I would never go down that corridor. It's like, yeah, the tension is that you know that he's not supposed to go down the corridor. I understand what you're saying. Or, like, the same way, oh, I would never roll myself onto that fucking foldable table. He's climbing those ladders. It's like, yeah, but otherwise, how's he gonna go through it in a minute? You know what I mean?
But so to take it back to just general media illiteracy, right? Because there's always been people who, like, struggle to follow even basic film and television, right? But the way, like, content is consumed now is often taking a chunk of something longer, editing it down, putting it in this short form thing, and presenting it to you vertically, right? So, but when I see those, like, if I see a podcast clip or a clip of someone talking about a thing, I can almost, I don't need, obviously you do lose context, right? That's inevitable. But as somebody with half a brain, I feel like I can fill in some gaps around the conversation of what they're talking about without just taking literally every word they say at very face value based on the fact that I'm just scrolling onto this on my phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like I'm just sat on my phone and then this guy starts saying words at me. It's like I'm sat on my phone and I see this video and I can go, okay, this is from this. This is probably part of a longer thing. He's trying to make this point. Like, I can almost see, and I also give people the benefit of the doubt as well. Like, you see the point that they're trying to make, even if it's not 100% being made in that clip. You can guess that it's probably being made in the longer version. And if it's not, you can at least see where they're trying to go with it, right? But a lot of people now are they just don't have that.
Yeah, I think cultural memory plays a bit of a part into it. So, like, we pay attention closely to a lot of different shit.
Yeah.
Like, a lot. So, I don't know, like, sometimes you can see someone's connections between other things that they've made, and it's led them to this total other point. You can be like, yeah, no, but I get that because I'm aware of these other things anyway. But if you're not aware of the cascading sort of other things that have influenced, like, whatever that is, like, what's a good example of it? It is like, it's like, say, BoJack Horseman, right? We love that show on this podcast. It's been spoke about before. It's like that show doesn't work quite as well if you don't know the subtext of Hollywood as a whole, like the people that are in it, the things that have happened there. If you don't know all that stuff, a lot of that's probably going to go over your head anyway. So then you would
Yeah.
be like, well, what's that a reference to? It's like, oh, this thing that there's no reason to assume that you actually would have seen it. It's just everything is a long string of references to other shit.
Yeah.
And if you don't know the other references, it's just not going to fucking land.
Yeah.
Like, I've referenced shows to you before in a joke and then been like,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And TV does it all the time.
Yeah, I think what's interesting with that though is also people could view that show as like, this is about this sort of specific thing, this kind of almost a bit niche Hollywood world that obviously like a lot of us know about because we know about celebrity culture, but also you're like, it's essentially about a show about people that make shows, right? That's their jobs. You're like, how can I relate to this? Because I am not in that world whatsoever. But again, if you've got half a mind, you can fill in the blanks, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to be immediately like, well, I don't understand this world because I don't work in this world. There's enough given to you in the show for you to be able to latch onto it. And if you're not completely stupid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, understand the world yourself, you piece it together, right? And that's why I think the kind of stuff that I like best is stuff that doesn't treat its audience as if they're stupid.
Yeah.
So like I recently watched the new Captain America film, right? But is fine. It's fine. I don't think it deserves the hate it's got. I don't know if you've seen it.
I'm not on social media, so none of this shit has found me. I didn't even realise it was really out.
So I'm not a huge Marvel guy. I like maybe some of the older stuff as like just an easy watch.
So what is it? It's Red Hulk and Black Captain America.
Yeah. They flipped the script on it.
Cool. Yeah.
So Jack,
they've just taken all the shots from that first Avengers film and just given us the colour negatives.
That film, right? Again, don't think it necessarily deserves all the hate. It's not an amazing film or anything, but there's two things that make it relevant to this point, right? One is that it's Captain America 4, but really it's kind of Incredible Hulk 2, and you're thinking, Incredible Hulk, what, that film that came out 20 years ago with a different guy playing the Hulk? Yeah, that film. They decided to make a semi-sequel to that film that barely anyone's... The least successful film in the Marvel franchise.
Yeah, the one most people don't realise is
even in the MCU, right? Yeah. So, and I saw that film when I was a child, and I haven't really seen it since. But even then, right... you can fill in the blanks, right? Because you're not daft. But I think it kind of shit it. Apparently, it screen tested really poorly. So I feel like they shit themselves and added in a load of overly expositional things to tell the audience.
Because
this is what's happening. This is what's happening. This is what's happening. Yeah.
And spoon fed it to everyone, and then everyone went, "We don't like being spoon fed," because this test group were there going, "Wait, so who's he again? Why is the Hulk red?"
Yeah.
You know
People showing up in scenes being like,
because it's evil Hulk. Obviously, that's why he's red.
People showing showing up in scenes.
I've not even seen this film. I've not even fucking realised that it's out. Is he evil because he's red? Is he red and evil?
Yeah, he's kind of the antagonist, I guess. He's not the main antagonist.
He's good when he's a human, and then all of a sudden he gets evil when he's big red.
I've heard a bit, you know, when he starts smashing stuff, killing people, you know.
Hulking around.
Yeah, basically what any coloured Hulk
Captain
does.
America's doing the hero's journey, is he not correct? Yeah, he's just...
he's doing a whole, Steve Rogers gave me this shield and I don't know if I'm worthy of it kind of thing.
Yeah, but it turns out to be the elixir that makes the whole thing come to a close at the end, and I return to my comfortable circumstances, having changed and grown in some way.
Yes.
The master of two worlds.
Right, exactly. But so, but then they put a load of shit in, being like, well, first of all, they put a load of shit in to over-explain stuff, you know, like, yes, it's me.
Because the test group was out there going, why is he red? Now the film's like, and the reason that he's red, get a whiteboard out. The reason that he's red is because B-A-D.
But also it does this
evil.
It does this shit that really annoys me, which, like, this is the sign of a really bad dialogue, right? Is saying things that are happening, right? If it's happening, I can see it. You don't need to tell me it's happening. like a great example of that is like, have you ever seen like the older Batman films, like fucking George Clooney ones and shit like that, like from the 90s?
Yeah, someone goes up a ramp and he goes, Robin, he's going up a ramp.
Yeah, exactly. Or like, there's an infamous one.
Oh my God, Robin, he's got his cock out.
Where Batman shows up and some guy in the crowd goes, "It's Batman!" It's like, yeah, fuckface, we can see it's Batman. We're watching this, you know what I mean? I've come and sat and watched this film about Batman. I've seen the very recognisable, iconic figure of Batman show up. I don't need you to go, "It's Batman." There's another one where he's like, they're in a fucking thing and the villain's pumping acid into this room and he goes, "It's boiling acid." Yeah, I could gather that from the fact that it's a green, ominous liquid that's steaming.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
like it's hurting you, and I'll assume it's hurting.
Exactly
you.
Right.
Read body language.
So like films do it terribly, but I don't know what it is about today. I don't know if it is because we're all so subjected to just so much bullshit that people can't, or have. Do you think maybe people have always been the same level of media illiterate, but now there's just more media? Because if you go in any comment section, you can find one idiot. You can find multiple idiots, but like at least one idiot.
If you're consuming everything through social media, you're consuming adverts for things and not the thing itself is a bit of the thing. So like, if you're watching a clip of a show on TikTok, you're watching a clip, that's an advert.
Right,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's hard to really get that full context from just an advert. So, like, you'll probably see on comments if people are being like, "Whoa, what's this now? What's going on here?" It's like, yeah, because they're not seeing any of this before. This might be the first 30 seconds of a fucking 10-season long arc, you know what I mean?
I'm trying to like find, because no doubt, right, if you go through any fucking thing, any video, you can find a comment that's like ridiculous, pretty easy.
There's
surely,
stupid
you know what I mean?
people out there.
But
like, you know, people get fecal alcohol syndrome and shit. They can't help it. It's malformed.
Fecal alcohol syndrome.
Fetal.
Isn't it fetal alcohol syndrome?
Oh no, there's booze in my shit.
I was thinking the other way around.
There's shit in my booze.
Yeah. Do you? I asked you this actually. So let's
I
fill
can't
this.
believe we just dropped fetal alcohol syndrome into a podcast.
Let's
What's wrong with me?
let's rewind to like a side note that we didn't elaborate on. Maybe last episode or the episode before, when I said to you, I turned to you and said, "Do you still?" And these words will make no sense to anyone else. Do you still have your bottle of beer from the Ellie? Right.
Yeah.
To which you said yes. It's at my mum's. And
At mine, where I live.
"Oh yeah, where he lives." And I said, "Oh yeah, I've still got mine." We should have asked Jamie if he had his before. Maybe we'll ring back in a minute. Let's try it over. No. It'd be funny. So basically, what that is, just complete side tangent, not related to anything else, but just because we're having the crack. We used to rehearse in a pub called the Elephant, right? Which we have talked about, maybe not on the pod, but on like TikTok and stuff. It was like just the upstairs of a pub. So there was a load of like booze knocking about. And when the pub went into administration and we got kicked out because we'd rehearsed there for like 3 years, maybe.
Listen, there was beers there that were off already.
That
were not fit to be sold to anyone, that had been sat there in the warm room we'd seen them sat there in the sun for like a year.
We have no intention of ever drinking these beers, but we each took a bottle. They
should never be opened. It's not good for humanity.
We each took a bottle.
Them, their bottles.
And I kind of said, if we ever get signed, we are right. Hang on, we got him on the line. I
thought we said if we ever headline Glastonbury.
Oh, did you? Sorry, Jabsy. Right. I just need to ask you a question. You're live on the pod. Say hello to the pod.
Well. Captain Charisma.
Do you still have your bottle of beer that we took from the Elephant when we left?
No, I think my dad threw it out for fear of me brother drinking it.
Oh, that is heavy.
Well, it just shows his attitude towards the whole thing, doesn't it? Really,
yeah.
Through.
We were just...
We took those beers out at a time when there was mould growing down the walls, those beers were old. And so it was either, I hid it down in my utility room, and
I put mine in a special place, lad. I put mine in a special place and said, Mum, don't ever throw that out. That's important to me.
It's been up his bum ever since.
It's been up my arse ever since, exactly.
But yeah, we just wanted to, just because we were chatting about it, and I was like, "Oh, ring Jabsy, so you're being filmed right now, sort of. You're on the pod."
Wave to the people.
But yeah, we're not going to stay on.
I'll ask my brother to have a look. I'll see if he can go around the side of the sink. I think it's there underneath a towel. That's where I put it, and I've not seen it since. And so it's either been chucked out or it's still there.
Well, thank you very much for your input, Jabsy.
Yeah, it sounds like you've really treasured that moment if you got home and put it straight underneath a towel.
Well, it was my idea anyway.
Was it? Well, we were just discussing. I said that I thought we were going to smash them open if ever we got signed. But
Nah.
That was the
I
arrangement.
thought, let's take as many beers as we can with us. The ship's going down anyway. And then you said, hey, we'll smash these one day if we ever get signed. And it was only after we realised that they'd all gone out of date like 10 years ago that we decided we wouldn't open them.
Sean thinks that it was...
No, we said from the moment that we said, let's take one each and we'll smash it open. At the time, we said when we headlined Glastonbury, but clearly goals change, obviously. But yeah, no, the plan was it was never to go and fucking bev them because we picked them up and we were like, these have been off for time. Let's smash them open when we get like some sort of a big thing.
An entire crowd, like.
Yeah.
But anyway, Jabsy,
For all of you.
thank you for joining us briefly on the pod. Next time you're in the country, which hopefully is soon, come home and visit. But we'll get you on like.
Well, I'm either going to get kicked out on the end of May, January, March, May, because that's when me visa runs out. So either it's going to get extended and I'll keep paying €1,000 in tax every month for cunts, yeah. Or I'll get sent out, you know what I mean, in handcuffs.
Right. Okay.
Happily.
I didn't realize you were only on like a year's visa. Has it been a year? It's been a year. Has it been a year?
It's been way more than a year, lad.
Was your visa 2 years?
My visa was 9 months as an English teacher, and I'm now 7 months deep as a rental manager level 1 trainee.
Okay, well, either way, when you're back in the country, will you come on the pod?
Aye.
Okay.
But doing what and who with?
With me and him doing this.
You asked us before if you could be on it. Don't start now trying to act like, oh yeah, maybe I'll come on if there's something in it for me. You little don't be on it then. I don't give a fuck.
God, we'll do quick round.
All right. Okay. Well, yeah, we'll do that next time. Okay. Right. We got to go anyway because we're filming a pod. But thank you for your inclusion.
Go ahead.
See you in a bit.
God bless. Bye. It's blessed time of Lent, so bless him as well. Come on. Bye.
Len, yeah, he's given up. He's given up.
I have to wait until March before I quit stuff. All right.
Yeah.
Pussy at all.
He's quit smoking, but just for Lent.
yeah, and he's planning on picking it up again as soon as Lent's done.
So yeah, we took those beer bottles, and at least 2 out of 3 of us have still got ours.
Yeah.
Unless your mum's fucking necked it and had a wild night.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, my belly.
I was gonna say, do you reckon it would make you really ill or get you extra drunk?
Ill.
Right. Okay. Not extra. No, not even slightly. Just ill.
Ill.
Okay. Fair enough. How long have we been recording for, man? What's going on? 44 minutes. Right. We'll call it soon.
Oh, yeah.
The other thing that I was gonna say is, do we ever want to show them the board? Just because as a concept, I think it's a good idea. Like, it's a cool idea that we've come up with there.
Yeah, but not on this. After the fact.
All right. Okay. Fair enough.
Or, I don't know. Because it's kind of like, we're calling our shot.
We could show them the old board.
Yeah.
You don't seem that enthused. Never mind then.
Well, the old board's just a checklist of jobs that needed doing on
Yeah, true.
songs. Saying that.
Half the old board didn't even come out in the end.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll show them the other board after the fact, which makes this segment null and void.
Ah, fuck.
Sorry, we
unless
wasted
we
45
unless we
seconds.
have to.
So sorry, we wasted 45 seconds of your time. I might cut it in the edit, maybe not.
Leave it in, whatever. We keep it relaxed here on the Starving Artist podcast.
We
You've
do.
got to be relaxed
And
if
if
you're starving, because otherwise it'll take over.
If you think this is relaxed, wait until you see the bonus episodes, because they're just literally going to be like, we're not even going to talk to the cat, like we're not going to talk to you at all. There's not going to be no intro.
We don't give a fuck.
There's going to be no title card. There'll probably be a little title card, but like no.
No real effort.
I probably won't say Starving Artist podcast. You already know what it is.
Yeah. I probably won't even address that there's an audience.
Mm-hmm.
Neither of us will.
Which is kind of the way we want to be a bit moving forward. We want to be a bit more anonymous, maybe, apart from when we do these.
Yeah.
But even these, maybe we should, wear a mask and deepen our voices in post or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, and wear unusual leather-clad
Bikinis.
bikinis.
Yeah. All right, well, we'll fucking call it there, man. It's just been a chill little catch-up to let you know what's been going on in the world of strangers.
Bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Stay hungry, bitch. You're meant to say that.
Stay hungry, bitch.
Yeah.
Eat some food. Get some food in you.